Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are still embarking on this 110-hour fast. It is day 3 right now. We still have 1 day and a half left to go, and then we can go ahead and munch on some food again. And I want to say it's a lot easier now. It's more smooth sailing. It was really hard the first 2 days, but after that second day, after that 48 hours, it was a lot easier. I wasn't having that craving hunger that I needed to eat, and now I'm just kind of smooth sailing. So let's go ahead and hop into it and enjoy the video, guys. It'll be a quick one. So first off, let's talk about food. We are wired to eat as humans. We need food to survive, of course. And we've needed this necessity ever since humans kind of came into play. But we can go days and weeks without food. Our ancestors were hunting for weeks just to hunt that mammoth down until they could finally feast and finally feed the whole family. And nowadays we need to eat 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and always stay full. And this is kind of an illusion because this kind of keeps you timid and less ambitious because you're always full, always comfortable, and always feeling like, okay, you're accomplished. You already conquered the day, you got your food. And especially if you eat breakfast, like you're already feeling accomplished at 8 or 9 a.m. when you should be on hunt mode, searching for money, searching for food, and kind of striving to conquer the day. The only thing is we actually do need water a lot more than food because we die only 3 to 5 days from no water. So we always need to stay hydrated, drink your water, drink your salt with your water. And what stops people from fasting is just the uncomfortableness that comes with not eating, and the fact that the hunger hormone kind of makes you uncomfortable and kind of uneasy. And a lot of us can't handle this, and we need to feel comfortable 100% of the time, which is not a good thing, which is why fasting is a good practice for self-control, self-mastery, and increasing your ambition. Let's go ahead and continue onwards. As I was saying, fasting is the ultimate discipline challenge. When you're not eating for a certain amount of time, it's very hard and it's very good for increasing your willpower because food is everywhere. You got fast food, grocery stores. Food is available from all different corners of your city and the world. And it is a practice of self-control and self-mastery from kind of staying away from food and kind of holding yourself back from picking something up out of the pantry and just munching on it so you feel full temporarily. Now, the most important question I'm going to ask you right now is, could you go 24 to 48 hours without food? Could you? Could you even control your own body from ingesting any type of food? If not, then you have some serious issues with your willpower and discipline, and you need to change that ASAP to kind of change your life and be able to put your will into play in your own life so you can make things happen when you want them to happen. And you need to fix this as soon as possible. If you can't do 24 hours without food, start literally tomorrow or today, depending on what you've already eaten. And just try this out and make sure that you have your willpower and discipline under control. If not, then you need to build up your fasting and make sure that you get this mastered. Now let's go ahead and list some of the benefits of fasting. First off, it removes a lot of toxins and damaged cells from the body. So if you have any buildup of toxins like alcohol or maybe bad foods that you've eaten, if you've eaten like a few Big Macs, your body will just go ahead and remove that for you while you're fasted because your body only needs a certain amount of nutrients to kind of be okay and be alive. You don't need all these excess wasted calories and wasted nutrients. The second benefit of fasting is you burn fat like crazy. If you're really fat and you really want to burn all that fat off your body, implementing fasting into your life is a really great way to kind of burn that fat. But it's very important not to get a food disorder because that will just that would be the opposite of a benefit. That would be a con in your life and it will set you up for failure. But I don't really believe in food disorders. You just need to look in the mirror and tell if you need to eat more or eat less. But I don't know, some people are weird, but yeah, you go into hunting mode when you're in a fasted state because you're hungry and you're looking for that food and that meal, but you can turn that energy, that ambition into looking for food, into increasing your business, increasing your money flow, and it lets you see things insanely clear. Your mind is like, it's like a plain field where you can kind of think super clearly and know exactly what you want and how you're going to get it. You also get an increased level of self-respect for yourself because you know you have that self-control of not eating, and you have that increase of self-respect as well because you know after you've done fasted, like after those 110 hours, I'll look back and be like, okay, I survived that long without food. I held myself back, and I can really do anything I put my mind to. It increases your focus and ambition 25x as well, because when you have no food, your focus is super locked in on whatever task you have at hand, and I've seen that benefit greatly. Like when it comes to work, I usually take some breaks to use the bathroom or maybe sit on the balcony, listen to music, but now I'm just locked in all night, and I don't have to take any breaks, and I'm always locked in. How I'm feeling though from this 110-hour fast, the first 2 days I had thoughts of quitting. I was like, okay, is this really necessary? Do I have to fast this long? I started feeling tingling in my arms and calves and fingers, and I had some headaches, but you know me, I never quit. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. A lot of people, they say something, but they never do it, and that's really a bad thing to do if you're not a man of your word. In the past, maybe a few hundred years ago, if you said something and didn't do it, you became a very dishonorable man, and no one would really trust you anymore, and you'd lose a lot of self-respect for yourself. So it's very important when you say you're going to do something that you do it, and that's very rare these days. So if you can acquire that skill and build that trust with yourself and others, you'll stand out from the rest of the people you hang out with. I also have a very clear mind right now. I can say what I'm thinking very, very clearly without any hesitation or held back from cloudy minds. And I have a leveled, consistent energy where I don't have to really rely on anything to kind of give me energy. I just wake up with a good amount of energy and go to sleep with a good amount of energy. So I'm just kind of level. I'm not too high, not too low, just kind of in the middle, able to kind of just work all night and learn it all day. So I'm a bit nauseous though, but the way to kind of help with that is to put some salt in your water, and you'll make that headache go away and that nauseousness go away. Will I make it to 110 hours? Of course I will. I'm not a bitch that's going to give up more than halfway through. I can't give up now. If you can't go a little bit without filling your stomach and feeling comfortable, then you are considered a bitch in my eyes. Because fasting is just a test to see if you can handle discomfort and pain, and can go a little bit without feeling full and comfortable. Because you need to be the boss of your body and not the other way around. Because you are not your body. You are the mastermind of your body that should lead your body into whatever direction you want to go. You just need to tell your body it can't eat until you say so. Because as I said, you're not your body. You're more than that. And your body is just a vehicle to get you where you want to go in life. Here are my tips on fasting after I drink some iced Americano. This one's pretty obvious. Do not watch food videos like ASMR. Yeah, ASMR. And don't watch any like food challenges or anything food-wise, or else that'll just kind of tease you into eating, which is not good. It's kind of like virgins watching porn. They think that they're getting some action, but in reality, you're just watching it and becoming a loser. Another tip is to get your caffeine and nicotine in, because this will suppress your hunger and make you forget about hunger for a while, and you'll kind of just be able to focus on whatever task you have at hand. And I'd recommend to spend some time alone and think. This is where you think really clearly, so this is a really good time to think when you're in a fasted state, so you can kind of think of your future and where you want to go and what you're doing wrong that's holding you back from achieving that goal. And do not go into any restaurants or grocery stores if you can help it. I'm with my girl right now, so she wanted to go eat and go to the grocery store, so I kind of had to go. It was a pretty big temptation, but I have really good willpower because I've worked up my way with fasting, so I know what temptations will come and how to kind of avoid them. And the first 2 days are always the roughest. If you can get past the first 2 days, it'll be smooth sailing from then on out, and you'll be able to kind of forget about hunger and just focus on whatever you want to focus on. So those are my kind of tips with fasting. If you do want to start fasting, these tips would be very useful to you. So if you just want to go back on this video when you do start fasting, that'd be great for you. But here's my plan to break the fast on Sunday at 9 a.m. I started 7 p.m. on Tuesday, so that'll be 110 hours. I thought I was going to break it this morning at 9 a.m., but I did the math. I was like, wait a minute, that's only like 96 hours. So I had another day, so it was no problem. I'm already smooth sailing, so one more day won't hurt. It's not a problem at all. But my plan to break it on Sunday is to have watermelon at 9 a.m., a lot of watermelon, and then yogurt maybe 30 minutes later, maybe some Greek yogurt with some granola or something. Just a little bit of yogurt, you know. And then I'm looking forward to this the most. 6 duck eggs at 10:30 a.m. Duck eggs are a lot better than chicken eggs. You can do your research. There's a lot more fat, protein, a lot more vitamins and minerals, so you get a lot more benefits with duck eggs. I haven't even heard about duck eggs until about a week ago and didn't do any research on it until then. But I've learned that they're a lot better for you health-wise and a lot more nutrient-dense. So do your research on those. See if you can find some duck eggs in your grocery store. And yeah, I definitely recommend those. They're a lot tastier and creamier as well. And then I'm going to treat myself to some chocolate chip pancakes. I've been craving those for some reason. And I've been craving those because I was looking into my past, and I used to go to church, and they would cook chocolate chip pancakes right in front of you every Sunday morning. And I think I just want to have some chocolate chip pancakes just to reward myself for not eating for 110 hours. And it's really great to reward yourself with your favorite food after fasting, after eating a nutritious meal, just so you know that you did it, you got your increased self-respect and self-discipline, and you'll be able to enjoy a nice meal that you really want. After that, of course, I'm going to slumber. I work all night, so after 11 a.m., I am pretty tired. So I'm going to go ahead head to bed and start eating nutritious meals again, which I cannot wait to do because I do miss the idea of eating, and I can't wait for it to come back into play with my life. And yeah, I have one more day left at 9 a.m. I'll have 24 hours left. As I was saying the whole video, after 2 days, it's smooth sailing. You don't really feel the hunger anymore. You just have to make it past day 2. If you can do that, then you'll be fine. It is easier done than said. It's 48 hours of pain and miserableness. But after that 2 days, you're fine. And I only have about 31 hours left at the time of this video. And I'll make it look easy for you guys. So if you guys want to try it, go ahead. Put your discipline and willpower to the test and see if you can do it or not. And see if you have to work on that. And that is pretty much the gist of the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching and sticking with this journey with me. This is the longest fast I've done, so yeah, in the past 96 hours was the longest I've done, so this is just a level up from that, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to do a 5.5 day fast, which would be that next level, and then a 7-day fast, and that's probably the limit I'll go to. I probably won't go any further than that. And I'll probably do a little bit shorter fast in the future as well, just to kind of clear my mind and set my goals in place and focus on my future. But yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'll show you guys the whole day of breaking the fast so you guys can kind of see what I'm eating and how good those chocolate chip pancakes will be. I'm going to be making them here. I'll just get all the ingredients from this grocery store, and I'll cook about 4 of them bad boys and consume them. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.